What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of R&R. As always, I'm Logan.
I'm Ethan, and today we're doing the torture test part 2.
Yeah.
It's going to be dirt and mud. So what we're going to plan on doing is we're going to see if the Glock Gen 6 holds up. We already did the snow and ice and water. Now we're going to switch it over to dirt and mud. So as you guys can see in front of us, we used planting soil, so it's kind of a control thing. So if we ever want to do this in the future with another firearm, we kind of have a ability to do it,
base for it,
semi-scientifically.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to do the Glock Gen 6, and if by chance we start seeing some failures in it, we are going to pull out the Glock Gen 3. This is like my only factory Glock. I switched out the slide release and the sights, but other than that, it's factory. But I'm going to use this as a kind of a
prop, if you will,
showing you guys what we're doing. So what we're going to do is we're going to fire 3 rounds through the gun. So we're going to fire 3 rounds through the gun to make sure it works. We've already shot it today, but we're going to do it on camera to show you guys. Then after it's done, we're going to lock it to the rear. We're going to take this rubber earplug and we're going to insert it in the end of the barrel, just to stop it from getting any dirt or mud inside the barrel itself, inside the muzzle. Then we're going to load it, and then that's when we're going to do the test. So we won't have to actually like rack it and get some of that dirt off of it. We're going to shoot it as dirty as possible.
Yep.
So the first test is we're going to take it, place it into the dirt, press down, flip it over, press down, shoot it. As long as we don't have any malfunctions with that, which we won't, I don't believe so at least, we're going to switch it over to the mud. We're going to do the same thing. Place it in the mud, push it down, flip it over, push it down, pull it out, shoot it. And if we still don't see any malfunctions, we're going to go from dirt, mud, dirt, and then we'll go dirt, mud, dirt, mud. And if at any point in time we start seeing malfunctions with it, we're going to walk it over to the creek. We're going to rinse it off.
Yep.
And go again. And if it doesn't make it to a point where we think it's up to the Glock standard, we're going to pull out the Gen 3 and start putting that up against it. But if it makes it through the dirt, then the dirt and mud, I'll be pretty happy.
And just kind of touching on the earplug, like he said, it's to plug the barrel and stuff so we don't get it. But I'm sure there'll be some people, if they want to comment or say, well,
in real life.
In real life, I get if I drop it, I get it in there. It's like, but in real life, if you drop your gun in the mud, in the dirt, in the snow, what's the first thing you're gonna do? You're gonna clear the barrel.
Yeah.
You're gonna try.
Or I mean, at the end of the day, if you're in a life or death situation and you've got to just pick it up and shoot it, I mean, we can play the what if game all day.
Yeah. Yeah.
What if during this test a meteor comes down and strikes us?
Yeah.
What if we're doing as much as we can with what we got.
Yeah.
We're gonna torture test the gun, but we don't want to blow it up.
Yeah.
Because
it wasn't given to us. It wasn't donated, whatever else. It was, our own money spent on it. So if we're going to cut some little bit of corners, then so be it. Cut a little bit of corners just to keep it remotely safe for us as well.
I say, in the way,
safe as
since there's already
possible.
going to be a round in the chamber, I put the string on there. So, you'll be able to kind of pull it out. We'll make sure nobody's touching the trigger or anything, but
don't have to have your hand in front of the muzzle.
It'll keep
or
your
nothing.
hand out, from being in front of the muzzle.
So with that, I guess we'll just go ahead and get this thing nice and dirty.
Get down and dirty with it.
Get down and dirty. We'll see you guys in a second. All right, we're gonna start out with nice and clean, 3-shot control group, and we'll go to the dirt.
And it's lubed with Slip 2000 ELP, right? Or
I like being
EWL.
lubed.
So.
Obviously nothing's gonna be done with it. Go ahead, she is clear. We'll pop the plug in. Go ahead, take a loaded mag, throw it in. We're gonna drop it, point in the safe direction. We'll go dirt. Obviously there shouldn't be nothing to it. Get it nice and coated. Obviously the dirt might be a little gritty, whatever else. We'll just clean out the trigger guide, or it'll clean itself out. All right, trigger's good, plugs out. Three for 3, drop the mag. Everything functions just fine.
All right, guys, I'm gonna do the mud portion. So, gun's clear. I'm gonna insert the plug. Just get it in there to where it doesn't let anything come in. We're gonna fire 3 rounds through it. I'm about to get a little bit dirty here. So this mud's nice and soupy, as you guys can see. It's pretty gross. So I'm gonna put it in, press it down. Keep it pointed in a safe direction. Press it down. Maybe get a little bit on top of it here. It's really, really soupy. So, see how she does. So the gun's clear. I'm gonna insert this earplug back in there. And now it's all wet, nasty still. We're gonna come over here. We're gonna do dirt. We're gonna bring some of it over the top. Really pack it in there. Get it all nice and nasty. Wait till the bubbles stop. Man, this is gonna be a soupy one. Go ahead and sand back. Need to get a face shield. I'm gonna look away so I don't.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and do another mud test, but this time I'm gonna let it sit in there for a little bit. We might cut it and bring it back, but we'll let it sit in there for a good 30 seconds to a minute. So we got 3 in there. Slide goes in the battery. Go ahead and cover it. We got some bubbles coming in there, real scientific stuff over here. I mean, she's still bubbling, so it's been about 20-30 seconds or so. We'll go ahead and pick it up, flip it around, dunk it back down. And obviously these are a little extreme conditions as you want to call it, but like we said, scientific purpose. Just say you drop your gun in a creek full of mud and you don't find it for an hour, you know it's going to work. Well, hopefully. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the sleeve a little bit. Go ahead and grab this. Give it one little shake. Pull the plug. I'm just gonna hold this in one hand. So 3 for 3. Slide locks open. She's running.
Let's go ahead and get wild with it. We got 3 rounds loaded in there.
He won't throw it last video, but he'll step on it.
We're getting in some real soupy, nasty, real world mud. Not scientific, but it already beat our test. So let's go ahead and really just get this thing nasty. Oh, wow. I'm not gonna clear anything. Wow. All right, so we've got it, didn't go all the way back into battery. Trigger didn't reset all the way. So I'm gonna drop the mag. All right, I'm gonna set the mag down. Got one more round in the mag. See if it'll go. So it didn't lock to the rear, and the trigger didn't reset again, but it did go off. Let's go ahead and drop this one last muddy, nasty round in there. Got a dead trigger. This is like extreme crazy test right here. So it shot, didn't lock to the rear. So let's see if we can go get this thing going again. All right, let's take this down to the creek. See if we can get her back up and running. Let me get that fresh mag. I'm fairly confident a nice little bath is gonna get it right back to where she needs to be. I'm not getting more screen time than Logan. I'm just already a mess. I've got mud all over me. So we got the Gen 3 here. We're gonna do a 3-round function chest just to make sure she's working just fine. I don't think there's any gun out there that's gonna make it through this test, but just to show you guys that the Gen 6 isn't like this super unreliable whatever. Let's go ahead, same spot, same place, same mud. I mean, who knows, this might work. Doing the same thing, really rubbing the mud in there. All right, this is the same mud, same day, same everything. So, failure to eject, which I might have limp wristed that one. I don't have very good grip and I was trying to hold it with one hand. It did seem to go back in the battery. Trigger didn't reset. Let's see if I can. Nope, dead trigger. I got the trigger to reset finally. So we're getting it to fire, just not getting it to function properly. Let's see if we can get her back up and running. All right, guys, we got another mag load up with 3 rounds. Still got the nasty Gen 3. Let's go give it a bath and see how it does. So I'd say it functioned just about the same as the Gen 6. So I know everybody says Gen 3 is the most reliable Gen. Gen 6 is stacking up all right against it so far. Do the same thing we did last time. I'm gonna get the mag rinse off first. Just so you guys know, this water is freezing. It's all melted snow. Got 3 rounds in there. See how she does. Still must be a little muddy. Leave that in there for a second. So I mean, it locked to the rear. Trigger wouldn't reset. Let's see if it resets now. It did. Didn't reset. Must have some mud down here in the trigger mechanism. So there you go, guys. So today, you guys, we did the mud and dirt Gen 6 torture test. I'd say today was a little bit more of a torture than the straight up snow. In the control test, the Gen 6 performed flawlessly, no malfunctions, as expected. I mean, this isn't like the most
grittiest of.
It's potting soil, but we're trying to do something that's scientific to where if we want to do this again with another gun, we can set up pretty much the exact same test. So after going from dirt to mud to dirt to mud to dirt and not failing, we took it over to some soupy, clay, just gross mud, and it performed probably about how I'd expect it to.
Yeah.
Still got to fire, had issues with it locking to the rear, had issues with it resetting the trigger.
Failure to feed.
Failure to feed. With the Gen 6 though, did a quick dunk in the creek. She was back up and running.
Yeah.
Just to prove that it's not just the Gen 6 being unreliable, we did the exact same test, exact same mud with the Gen 3.
Yeah.
Arguably, the Gen 3 did worse.
Yeah. I would agree.
Still got dirt in my mouth. I've got it all over me too. I haven't touched anything. It didn't function as well. It had a lot of issues up front. Couldn't even get it to actually fire the last few rounds. Had to take it down and rinse it off. After rinsing it off, we were able to get it to shoot barely. Couldn't get the trigger to reset. Took a lot of manipulation and finagling. I'm sure if the water wasn't like 33 degrees and I could have kept my hands in there longer and messed with it more, that would have been something, but my hands are still numb.
Obviously, this is a Gen 6 video, but just going to the Gen 3, by no means am I taking it away from either one, but the Gen 3 has tens of thousands of rounds on
it. Does.
So, you know, the trigger mechanism, the springs, the whatever, they may be a little...
There might be some parts that are due for being replaced,
yes,
to be honest.
They are a little bit more beat up. They are a little bit more weak, if that's what you want to call it, you know, something like that. But not taking it away from it, like he said, the Gen 6 did arguably do better than the 3.
I'd say even more than arguably. I mean, scientifically, I think it actually did better.
Scientifically, I mean, we have degrees.
We are scientists.
Yeah, so I mean, scientifically, it did do better. But once again, you know, you can talk about the the this and the that's and you know whatever else. But I mean, realistically, besides going to
the
extreme clay, mud, gritty
Just
nastiness,
nasty.
I mean, I'm sure you guys probably heard when we were racking it, it just sounded like micro grit in there, just, you know, rubbing on everything. But coming from the potting soil or the dirt, whatever you want to call it, to the mud, to our mud,
Yeah.
you know, back and forth, it ran flawless. I mean, 3 shots. When we did have just 3 rounds in the mag, it locked back to the rear. Trigger reset, whatever you want to call it, everything ran functioning well, functioned well, just like it should.
Yes.
Until we, you know, threw it over in the abyss.
I mean, if you're doing that to your gun, I mean, you might deserve to lose a gunfight. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, that's some crazy unrealistic stuff. But we
Yeah.
wanted to push it till it actually failed, because it didn't fail last video, and it was kind of like anticlimactic almost. You know,
Yeah.
like, let's get it to where it actually fails.
Yep.
All I've got to say, guys, is my hands are still numb. I definitely need to go get washed up and get my hands warmed up, because it is still cold outside. We
Yeah.
still got snow on the ground.
It is warmer today, at least. It wasn't like it was the other week.
I wanted to save him last time his hands were getting it, so I figure I'll get my hands this time.
Realistically, all the elements that you are going to come across, we've done,
Yeah.
or will do, like I say, with the sand eventually.
If you guys want it. If this doesn't get any views like the last one, it's not doing the greatest,
Yeah.
to be honest. So, I mean, if we don't get a whole lot of support for it, we're not going to keep on beating up this gun.
Yeah.
We're just trying to get this done before we throw an optic on it, because we're not torch testing the optic. We're torch
Yeah.
testing the gun itself.
Yeah. And just kind of wrapping this up, once again, this video will be out. Make sure you do comment Frosty the Snowman for your chance to win your bug out. You got it on this channel and Daily R&R, or vice versa, whatever this video goes on. It'll most likely go on Reloads, just because that's where the other torture test is. But the links are down in the description for both channels. It doesn't matter what it's on. Go ahead and click. Go watch those videos. Go put the phrase or the word in the comments for that. Make sure you are subscribed to both channels for your entries to win your bug outs. Say that we appreciate the support that we've been getting for the monetization of this channel for the first tier that we've gotten. You know, we now have memberships and super chats and everything else, which by no means are we asking or that you feel obligated, but just if you do want to support the channel and whatever you feel. But like I said, by no means do we expect it. We're just throwing it out there if you guys want to support and help us
even
out.
that first tier, that'll help us with getting some Dawn dish soap and some more gun lube and stuff. Maybe some Q-tips.
We don't have to buy the great value off brand no more. But with that being said, guys, we do appreciate everything. Make sure you do turn on that notification so you know when we drop a short or video or anything in between. Make sure you do like, comment, subscribe, and as always,
We'll see you guys next time through Daily Dose of R&R.
we'll see you guys.